Hi there, retro sci-fi fans. This is Retro Trek Ralph here with another Star Trek Ships of the Line calendar review. This is the 2006 version of the calendar. Starts off straight away, original series Enterprise. Little oddball, this one. You've got a planet here. Looks like it's been populated, maybe a moon, and it's plenty of the DY 100s, 500s, which you never really saw in the series apart from the Space Seed episode. So a little odd to start with. Nicely interesting way to do it. Plus you've got these refit versions of the worker bees. Another one there, which I don't think they used these for anything in the 23rd century, but hey ho, a little bit of artistic license, not a problem at all. It's really good. Really quite like that. Yeah, a bit of paneling and line work on the side of here. Numbers for the panel, for the parts of the sections of the ship, which were actually on the original model, which is very strange. But yeah, really good indeed. And the one of the old space stations looks like a K7 sort of style space station. One of the outer pods it's just approaching up to. Yeah, really good. So let's get on with the calendar itself. First off, we have Face of the Unknown. And this is the original series Enterprise again, the Constitution class, with the first Federation starship and the smaller pod that the alien on there took them to. Was the actor for that is actually been in loads of different things over the years. As he started off as a child actor with a different voice, but some good detail on here. It's all the ribbon marks on here. Let's get this in the centre a little bit more better, shall we? All together. There we go. Yeah, some lovely markings on here on the engines and the nacelles. Yeah, I really quite like this one. Love the picture because it doesn't give it too much detail, as some of the artists will do on these. Gives it more than enough than it actually needs. Because all we ever really saw was a flat saucer, well, flattish, apart from this bit that goes up towards the bridge dome section. Well, it just looked like tubes, which looked really good for the time. Really excellent picture there. So on to February. February we're going for Romulus. This is like, is it this Senate at Romulus? 2 Romulan birds of prey there. None too soon, the skies of home. Now I wasn't sure if there were blue skies on Romulus or not, but there must have been. Looks like you've got all this old Romulan senators all the way around here. Unless they're all guards guarding the Senate. Interesting groundwork. You've got all these statues inside. This is actually worth a really good view, this. Dig into it. I mean, who's that up there with the sword? Trees in here, temples. Very good details. And more I look into, there's another statue down here. The courtyard on this must be absolutely stacked full of statues. Very nice. Very interesting how people's imaginations go for this sort of stuff. It's absolutely stunning. Even the ships themselves, you've got the torpedo or the disruptor on the front with 3 holes in the front. Would all 3 go together, you'd think? Or would be able to fire 3 shots simultaneously? Very nice. Very nice indeed. Right, let's plod on to the next month. March. Original series again. So that's all so far. Original series. Is that the one with the with Apollo? Where they stopped the Enterprise. We captured the Enterprise, or was it a different episode? That one. I'm not 100% certain, but it looks very different to what they would have done in the show. Is it Who Warns for Adonis? It might be. Captured the Enterprise. All the lightning coming off of here. Originals, yeah, you can see the bridge, the markings on the saucer there, of course, are coming down the edge on here as well. Barely see the rings, so they've done more detail on this, even doing like an Aztec pattern there. Can't really tell on here, apart from there are sections on here, so it gives it more detail. Very, very good, this. I really like this picture. And even, actually, if you look on here on his hand, little writing. Let me get on there a shadow for you. There's a writing on his hand on here. So I don't know which one it was there. I'd say it was who Morsford on this. They look like all equations. Is it equations? I don't know. Maybe I'll take a bigger photo of this and see if we can find things out about this. You can see that looks like the engineering section coming down here. Looks like something's running down the neck of the Enterprise there. Would make sense if it was. At the back of the impulse engine, straight down to the engineering. They didn't have it that way, it was more along here. This is just a turbo shaft. Why would I have windows and a turbo shaft? Yeah. Right. Now we have Starfleet Proving Grounds, the NCC 1000. I don't think we know what this ship is. I'm not sure if it's the Bonaventure. I don't know how you pronounce it. Looks like one of those same sort of style as the original series space stations, but with a more of a plasma jet underneath it. Lovely looking ship, no name registry whatsoever. This actually looks like it's part of a plastic model, to be honest, but with a blue light behind it, gives it a really different effect. And the cell's a lot wider than what we're used to, bulging out in the centre parts there. Really lovely ship that, actually, but it looks very much like a model. It could be in real. Looks like, if you've seen the new Discovery series, looks like all different colours inside the windows here, like they're all having a party. So, a nice planetoid down here. Very nice. NCC 1000. Different, kind of similar, but different bridge dome on the top of there. I quite like that. It's really good, that. Now on to May. Still showing the original series. This unit must survive. This is the ultimate computer. Yeah, because we've got the 4 Constitution class starships all being destroyed by the ultimate computer. We have up there, it's 1657. Was that Republic? Or was that 1309? Lexington there on the hood. Looks like more debris over here. Up here. There's a shuttlecraft there. Looks like they're trying to find another one there. Actually, looks like the same picture, though. A little bit at a different angle. 2 shuttles trying to help. Another one over here. Strange how, if these are destroyed starships, which they are, on battle simulations, why they've still got quite a lot of lights on them. The cells are obviously dead, so engineering is dead, but there's a lot of lights on the ship. I love the majestic Enterprise in the middle with a lot of detail. See a lot of Aztecing on here on the saucer section, so it gives it even more depth. Impressive looking gouge marks on here. It's been destroyed. Very interesting. Now on to June, still on the original series. So all 6-7 pictures so far, the original series. Final flight of Galileo. Looks like it started just before the Star Trek, well, not just before Star Trek 1, but the part of the refit of the Galileo, last ship to come off, and got shuttle pods ready to go on and start dismantling and destroying the Enterprise from within to start the refit. That's obviously the Galileo 2. The original Galileo been destroyed. Still registered in number 1701/7. Great markings up here. We've got Earth down there, part of the space dock, sunset on a ship. Majestic Enterprise. After its 5-year mission. Don't know what these two bits are here. That's usually closed in with just a square on it. Unless they're worker bees or something. Not sure you can see that there. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely different. Right. Do we get a different ship, different era? Nope. Still got the original Enterprise, which is very odd. Got half of this so far. This looks like, to me, let's have a think. You got Galileo 1 there. That must be Copernicus or Columbus. I can't think what this is. Repairs at the Rim of Starlight. Repairs to the warp engines look like quite old impulse engines as well, to be honest, but I don't know if, well, I'm not sure it is. But obviously there's some fault with the warp nacelles over here. And some sort of platform where they can get on board. Doesn't look like a proper space dock, but the original series spacesuits. Mainly saw one of those. I think it was in Tholian Web, and Kirk was stuck in the interspatial rift. I don't know what Galileo's carrying with him. Really don't. Let me find any more detail on this. Very nice, very interesting. Right, let's start with July. No, I've got to be doing a different decade. No. We have a strange Farragut. Lady of the Canyons. It looks like some sort of cave. Really weird sort of... Yeah. Really weird cave there. Montgolfier? Oh, Montgolfier. One of the Montgolfier brothers for the Farragut shuttlecraft. 1697/11. So they must have gone through quite a few shuttlecraft then. But it looks really strange that in the cavern, but it just seems to be a weird light. There's a reflection of the in the way there. There's a reflection of the Farragut in there. 1647 cc. I'm not too sure on that one. It's a good, interesting idea, but I'm not entirely too certain with that one. Okay, that's for July. And still, we have I got the, unwittingly got the Star Trek original series calendar for this year. Again there, Lexington. And the Enterprise being attacked or attacking 3 Klingon battle... Actually, there's a different battle cruiser. That's the D7, a D7. Is it possibly D6 or D5? Yeah, it's a different class, that one, isn't it? I'm trying to see the difference between these two, but they both look exactly like a D7. Slightly... I'd say that one would be a slightly smaller ship. But it's all firing. What are they firing? The Enterprise... It's like the Enterprise is firing, but wouldn't it be a phasers came out as a constant beam? I don't know, unless the torpedoes. Yeah. And it's nice to see other ships, to be honest. Other different starships. The Constitution. It would have been glorious, apparently. Very interesting clouds. Cloud formations and stuff. This has got to be a photo. And then all the ships dubbed on top of it. Very nice. So, still, this must have been an anniversary issue. There's the original series, the Doomsday Machine, and the Constellation. NCC 1017, near miss, but see over here it's already been hit anyway. So if it has missed the hull, it'll probably got the port nacelle. Love the deal. You get a lot of Aztec panels on here, giving it a lot more of a detail. You got crackling of the light on here. I'm not sure you can see that. The crackling of the lights coming up from the beam from the space alien weapon, whatever it is, the planet destroyer, planet killer. It's funny how most of the ships that you'd see were a combination of 1701, very similar to, I know there were 1700s, but you got 1600. What was Republic was a 1391 or something, 1361. And there was 1647, which was Exeter or something, I think it was. You thought they'd class them all after with like 1700 being the Constitution, 1701 Enterprise 2, and so on. But the numbers are all up place. October. Oh. Now this shows, all I ask is a tall ship. Now, if you look carefully on this, this is very midway in the refit stage. Panels are coming off, superstructure underneath, decking lights. So that's a new part of the new windows there. So extra bits have been added onto it. And the hull going off, the bridge has come off. Bridge has been constructed up here. And a nacelle about to be attached to a new pylon there. That one actually is, yeah, that is the port one. Dark on one side. But that is one of the new pylons coming up there. Not fully redesigned, not fully finished the navigational deflector down there. But you do have down here a travel pod. Well, not travel pod, it's a long-range shuttle. Without the warp sled. Travel pod there, docking, worker bees. You have a thruster housing there, which should go, if I remember rightly, probably there. There's one on the top, one underneath. Yeah, because that's dead centre, that one. Well, that should be dead centre, you'd think, with a line from there. It's really interesting, the mid. A mid constructed, mid refitted Enterprise. You were told that on this one that the actual original Enterprise was there, then they put the panels over the top of it. That's why it looked a little bit more bulkier. But with this, it makes it look, gives it a little bit of a different dimension on here. Like that, very nice. November, still in the theme of the original series. Now this is a very odd one. This is completely fantasy, obviously, but there was always talk that the ship could separate. They could do a source of separation on the original Enterprise and the Constitution class, but it's not like that. You've got in a cell, main secondary hull with a massive hole in the side. It's obviously got a problem that needed to be separated from. Attacking a Klingon D7 battlecruiser. However, I was just saying about the source of separation. What they came out with the idea of was, you see these triangle parts here, is they were meant to open up and become landing legs for the two corners here and here, and this wouldn't separate from here. It would separate from the bottom of the neck, and this would be the third leg. So it could land on 3 legs and get itself back and land on a planet if it was ever needed. It would obviously never take off again, but there wasn't the same Enterprise D version, just separate from the back of the neck version that they've done here. It was only meant to be as an emergency, but somebody come out with that idea years after the series had finished anyway, so just come up with ideas of integrating certain ideas into it. So November there. Finally, wasn't this a picture somewhere in one of, I think it was Riker's apartment, his room, I'm not sure. I'm sure this was a picture somewhere. Might be the original series, because they had a lot of models and stuff everywhere. They had to fill out rooms, and a lot of it was just a lot of junk lying around or crap that they couldn't really tie in everywhere to just fill the rooms up. But beyond Antares, this is the Antares Maelstrom now. Planet there, cracks in it, the other larger planet. Two Earth-like planets, couple of moons. This is very strange how you'd have these, all these on here at once. But artistic painting there. Very nice, very interesting. Good December picture, that one. Yeah, I really like that. Doesn't give too much away for the Enterprise, but it you can tell exactly what it is and what it's supposed to be doing. Right, back of this shows a small picture of each one of them. So yes, that's done and done. Really like the way that they designed these ones when they got these released. So that's the 2006 Ship of the Line calendar. Hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.